Hi Scorpio, welcome to your 6-card tarot reading. This is a general 6-card spread relating to the month of September and any messages that will be important for you for this month. Now let's get straight into it, Scorpio. Okay, the 4 of Cups, the Justice card, 7 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, the Hierophant, and the 9 of Swords. Okay, starting from the top left, we have the 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups is a card of illumination, of assessing your options. I think there's a lot of inspiration that's coming to you this month, Scorpio. This is you assessing your options. This is you delving deeper. This is you sitting at the tree of life, assessing where it is that you want to go, how you want to move forward, what your options are. This could be general. If it's in a relationship sense, I feel as though someone might surprise you with something. You will be surprised by how someone reacts, a significant other, how they react, what they say, what they do. They might bring something into illumination that will make you see them differently or contemplate certain things about them. You do have the 7 of Pentacles. This is a card of contemplation. And there's major decision making that needs to take place this month with the Justice card and the Hierophant in the middle column here. But back to the 4 of Cups, this is potentially life-changing decisions that you'll be making in September. In terms of a relationship, there could be someone new that's coming on board, or you might add a different dynamic to the relationship. I almost feel though with the 4 of Cups, there's a message that's coming about someone. It's something you may have been fearing and it may be coming true. Now, however and whichever way you want to take that, but I honestly feel like coupled with the 9 of Wands, the 9 of Swords, I think there's an important decision that has to be made regarding the new information that you might know, knowing what you know now. Or what you will find out in September could change things for you. Could either bring you closer or further apart in your relationships with the 4 of Cups. There could also be a gift. It could be someone offering you their love, offering you a gift of some kind here this month. In terms of work with the 4 of Cups, I feel it's thinking outside the box, doing something unconventional, doing something daring, doing something different, daring to be different. Because I feel like you're preempting one thing with the 9 of Wands, the 9 of Swords, but you will get some sort of inspired thought or idea or person that will change things. It could be a Taurus, could also be a Libra, that may change certain things for you in the workplace or in your careers. There's a sudden contract or a document that will be written up very suddenly, very unexpectedly. It's almost like you'll be a fish out of water potentially. It's an important document. It could be regarding someone's employment. It could be your employment, someone that is working around you, under you, or that you report to. But this will change things. There's a shift that's happening this month, Scorpio, because you do have the Justice card. The Justice card is deliberation, it's karma, it's things coming to a full culmination, it's having a final verdict, it's justice that will be served here. So if there's been injustice around you in relationships, if there's been lack of equality, lack of fairness, I feel like there's an important decision that you need to make, Scorpio, and the time is nearing because it's bubbling under the surface, it's bubbling up. The 9, the 2 9s, the 4, the 7 of Pentacles, it's all contemplation. It's all adding up to a bigger picture here, Scorpio, that this deliberation needs to be made. It's time things are balanced up. It's time justice is served. It could be karmic energy, whether it's good karmic energy, whether it's not necessarily the best karmic energy, but something is coming to a head, to a full culmination this month. We see the scales, but the scales are evenly balanced with the Justice card. This could be a prominent Libra around you that makes this decision, or this could be you. This could be an important document, as I said, a contract maybe. Some of you could be getting in trouble with the law this month. You might be pulled over, you might be breath tested. It could be a range of things. The company you work for might get a subpoena. It could be the company that you work for. If you have a business, you'll get audited. Unexpectedly, the law or the government or the IRS, the taxation office may be involved in some capacity. National insurance may be involved to investigate something. Could be investigating your finances, because you do have the Seven of Pentacles here, this gentleman investigating, looking upon his finances, the growth of what he has in front of him. The Justice card back to the Justice card though, it can indicate that there's a very lucrative contract that's coming through here, but it's major. There's major decision making, major documents, major thresholds that will be crossed this month. In terms of relationships with the Justice card though, this is karma. You will see another side to someone, or you will be illuminated about a piece of information will illuminate how you see someone or how you perceive them. And I think this will make you think differently about them. And it's karma. As I said, whether it be good or whether it be bad, it's coming back, it's circling back around. But for some reason, I feel you might be fearful of this, as indicated by these other cards. The Seven of Pentacles, as I said, is a card of contemplation. You could be seriously contemplating leaving someone. You could be seriously contemplating speaking up and potentially throwing someone else under the bus. Because you want to bring justice to a situation, whether it's your own, whether it's someone you care about, whether it's something, whether you see injustice, you see someone not being ethical, morally righteous, you will oppose and you will give you will give your opinion. For some of you, could be asking for money here with the Seven of Pentacles, the Justice card, maybe looking at your finances, assessing your finances. There could be overindulgences, so steer clear of that. Overspending money that you don't have, or that you shouldn't be overspending or overindulging in luxury goods maybe, or whatever it is. It's not ideal. Now is not the time to do this. Some of you are fearful. You don't know how you're going to make ends meet or come together with the person in a relationship, combining your assets or your living situation. Some of you are fearful to make that big decision, but it needs to happen. And it's better it happens sooner rather than later. Could be an earth sign. As I said, there's a prominent Taurus here. Could be Capricorn or Virgo or Libra in particular. That will heavily impact on your decision making. The next card over, the Nine of Wands. This is a card of needing to protect yourself, being hurt, being alarmed, perhaps being a fish out of water, feeling like you're a lone wolf on your own, feeling fearful though, preempting something that you know on some level is coming to a culmination. I think it's time to deliberate. It's almost like the time is now. You have to act. If this is in a relationship sense, I feel like you'll have your guard up for one reason or another. You'll be hesitating to take a step forward. You'll be fearful because look at these two cards here. They talk about lack of clarity and being fearful and preempting a situation. It could be loneliness. For some of you, you don't want to let your guard down. If you've been single for quite some time and you have someone coming into your life, you're very hesitant to let them in still, and that's okay. Sometimes we need to make time, but I almost feel like they might give you an ultimatum. They might say to you, well, do you want me to be a part of your life or not? Am I in your future? Because they want justice, they want an answer, they want this major deliberation that needs to take place, because maybe they're not receiving it from you, and because you're lacking, you're hesitating, they don't know where you're sitting at, Scorpio, they're confused. Because you're at your tree of life, you're assessing, there's a lot of contemplation, there's a lot of thought that's happening here. You're communicating between your thoughts and your emotions, and you're trying to make a bigger picture out of this, but you're hesitant, you don't want to proceed just yet. Could be with a fire sign as well. The wands do rule fire, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. I mean, this could even be with legalities as well. You could be fearful of what's to come in terms of legalities. The Justice card is here, so this could indicate maybe discrepancies, legal documents that will arise, immigration documents maybe, auditing, business auditing, tax. But it's going to keep you up at night. It's going to keep you distracted. You'll be it's a very scattered energy, but this major decision or contract or justice needs to be served this month. Because the next card over, you have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a beautiful card. I like the Hierophant. I think it represents something quite big, that's quite important to us. It can be representative of marriage. So for some of you that are thinking about getting married or are in marriages, there could be sort of this tension around you. And maybe there's a certain pressure that's coming. Maybe you feel somewhat rushed. Some of you out there could be seriously reflecting on your life, thinking if you'll ever get married, posing really big questions to yourself. If marriage is for you, if you will see it this lifetime, or if you will experience that kind of commitment. Can be a prominent earth sign, Taurus in particular, Virgo, Capricorn around you, that you're wanting to get married to, but a part of you is fearful. It could be trust issues. We have justice. We have the Justice card here. Maybe there's trust issues because in the past you've been hurt, you've been bruised, you've been lied to, you've been deceived. You've been led to think a certain way and feel such strong emotion for another and have it turn to dust. And find that you didn't get your happily ever after, or you weren't given justice. For some that are in partnerships, you're perhaps talking over finances and assets with your significant other, and there could be certain financial strain on you this month where you are feeling perhaps not as affectionate or not yourself. As I said, it's sort of like a fish out of water. So this is the feeling for you this month. Because this, we see these tensions around, coming up for you. Now the Nine of Swords is this, anxiety, worry, fear, doubt. It could be depression. It could be getting yourself into an unhealthy pattern. Now this could be because you're trying to lay low. This could be because you're just doing a lot of reflection. But too much of this is not good for you. And I wouldn't advise you, as much as I advise you to be calculative and look at your finances and your living situation and if this person is worthy, this pattern of thought could lead you to insomnia or lead you to darker thoughts. It could lead to mild depression, mild anxiety, and you just don't need that right now. Definitely not this month. Not with you've got a lot happening. Maybe there's a lot of pressure on you and you feel it's now or never. With the Nine of Swords. Could be loneliness for some of you. You're really wanting marriage. You're wanting commitment. You're wondering why you haven't been successful in previous relationships. It's just this kind of nostalgic feeling even that will be coming in, especially in the night times. Could be an air sign that's causing you grief, an air sign that's giving you an ultimatum. Or maybe you've given them an ultimatum, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And you're waiting, you're assessing, you're just waiting for them to turn around and say yes or say no. And it's nail biting. Maybe you feel like you're on the edge of your seat. It's a waiting game perhaps. I feel in a work situation, again, these contracts are coming up with the Justice card, the Hierophant. You could be preempting. I'm not sure if there's a presentation you need to make, or you might need to fire someone, or there might be a meeting about someone that is regarding their behavior and you don't want to throw them under the bus. Perhaps you'd rather keep this discreet. You don't want to tell them what you know, what you think you know. Perhaps work might not be going the best for you this month. There could be certain tensions around you. You know, maybe it's not necessarily caused by you, but it might be around you and in turn affect how you are at work. But there is a major deal or a contract coming through for the company, the corporation, or the business you have. You will be overlooking your finances and your part in this deal and how you will reward from it. But you're preempting it. I think I feel it's a major deal, a major contract, a major client, and hence this sort of tense energy that's about. But look, I'll leave it there, Scorpio. For private readings, my email is also below in the Show More section. We can certainly arrange that from there. Otherwise, I hope you have a lovely September, Scorpio, and we'll chat next month. Thanks again.